What it do, man? It's your boy Battle Truth coming to you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters. Let's get right off into this. Hitman Holla versus Miss Hustle. Who really won that battle? There was a lot of controversy surrounding that battle. A lot of back and forth. Some people say Hitman won. Some people say Miss Hustle won. So I watched the battle. Y'all know I've been busy for a minute, man. I'm doing some big things, man, behind the scenes, man. So I ain't really blogged in like 10 days. Um, I watched the battle finally. Because I don't like to go by what people say. Because a lot of these people don't even know bars or and they bias as hell. And they use favoritism a lot. I don't. I'm gonna call it like it. I'm gonna tell it like it is. I'm gonna call it like it is. I'm just gonna keep it 100. Now, when it comes to Hitman, man, Hitman been dominating this game for a long time, man. A lot of it been going under the radar because he ain't as active as much as a lot of people are. So sometimes it can go unnoticed, even though he make it his business to battle at least once or twice every year. But when you see what the average battle rapper doing in this day and era, they doing at least 7 battles a year at the least. But when you superstars like Hitman Holla and you box office when it comes to battle rap, you don't have to rap that often like that unless you just want to run up the bag. Now, a lot of people believe that Hitman, because of his success, it's like getting away from the Hitman people grew to love. And I can see that to some degree because his grind is different, his struggle is different, and I could tell it in his material. That's the thing. And sometimes I know Hitman may not see it, and sometimes he can get frustrated by that because he's not recognizing it, which is kind of hard. Because when you actually, all you got to do is go back to when he was trying to make it and compare it with what's going on now since he have made it. The material is definitely different. Like when he was first coming up, grinding, trying to make it, when he just had probably an average income coming in, the rhyme was more heartfelt. They were more street. They were more grafted to, you know, street. Now, when you hear him rap, for the most part, it's about what he got. I got this, I got that, I make this, I make that. And it ain't nothing really wrong with that to some degree. But for who people loved you for, it's going to be hard for them to get used to that. Now, when I watched the battle, Hitman rap first. And congratulations to you and the wifey on your child that's coming and your marriage that's coming. So shouts out. Or did they get married already? Congratulations anyway for doing the right thing, stepping up to the plate, being a father, because you've been a father anyway, but being a father and marrying that woman. A lot of people don't know that sent a lot of people to hell. A lot of people in hell, especially when it comes to black people, because they don't get married. First of all, it's because you don't believe in Jesus, which means now you have to answer for your sins and sexual immorality and not being married sent a lot of people to hell. Being with people for all them years, just shacking up with them, and you don't do the right, honorable thing by that man or that woman by making them your wife or husband. Even though y'all there with them for all them years, you give them your money, you give them head and eat them out and stuff, and you kill somebody over them and somebody do something to them, but you don't think that it's honorable to marry them. So we need to get that together, brothers and sisters. First, believe in Jesus Christ. And then as a result of that, we need to get our affairs in orders and do right by those women who we in relationships with, but don't think that they good enough to marry, even though you're going up in them raw and all that type of stuff. So we need to get it together, fellas. However, So Hitman started out, and in the beginning of his first round, it was not good at all. It wasn't. The first 2 minutes was not really that good at all. It was very average. It was very average. It was average. It like it really did nothing for me. But coming towards the end, he started cooking. But it was too late by then because it started out slow. When you know Miss Hustle, and you know, again, these top women live for these moments, man. They want the big name. They want the spotlight. They want to show that they belong. And they want to compete on a higher level. That's why they like these big names. So you're going to have to come with it, or they're going to do you dirty. And they not holding nothing back. You know, when it comes to females, battle rap, it's always personal. They are very aggressive. And they're going to air out your dirty laundry. Men, for the most parts, we really don't go that deep, but women do. When Miss Hustle come on, Hustle ain't play no games. Hustle didn't play no games. She came with it, okay? From the jump. From the jump. She clearly took that first round. Clearly. No ifs, ands, buts about it. First round clear, Miss Hustle. And that's another thing I like about her. I like when women look good. She be dressed nice. She know it's her show. She know she performing. I like that about the Jazz and Coffee and Hustle. That's what separate them from a lot of the females. Shouts out to 40 Bars. She be doing it too. They dress to impress. They be looking good doing it. And Hustle was looking good, okay? It makes you appreciate the material better when you got something good to look at the same time. So she clearly took that first round. I'm like, okay, Hitman in trouble. You better step it up. You better step it up. Because that first round was very choppy. Hitman come in the second round, and rightfully so, he stepped it up. Okay, now this is Hitman. He didn't play no games. He got personal. He was wigging. He was wigging. He was on his game. He did his thing. Hustle wasn't gonna let that go that easy. No sirree, not at all. She like, and what? What that's supposed to mean? What that's supposed to mean? Because I'm about to turn up too. And that's exactly what she did. She turned up too. I told you, she lived for these moments. You're going to have to beat her. She's not giving you nothing. And she stands just as tall as them dudes, looking them eye to eye. Looking them eye to eye. Girl, I love to stand on a crate and do something to you. I'll give you the red. What? She ain't never. I had a big woman like her before. Because she ain't big. She like tall though. She tall and real thick. I had a woman like that before. Just like that, tall and thick like her. You know what I mean? That's another story though. I had to break her down. Like, oh girl, you ain't finna be showing out on me. You know what I mean? let the hawk come out. What? Play if you want. But yeah, she didn't play no games. She came with it in the second round. Matched his energy. Just wasn't good enough. It wasn't good enough. It was good. It wasn't good enough for you to win that round. Because Hitman didn't play. Hitman knew he was in the fight and he came with it. 1-1 going into the third. Hitman coming to third. Nice third. Nice. Solid too. The first round wasn't really that good, but that second and third round was Hitman. What the people like, and why his name's still relevant, and why he still get the big checks and books, and why those views and subscribers continue to go up. And another thing Hitman do, shouts out, you know what? That's another blog. Don't worry about it. Shouts out to you doing your thing. So Hitman did what he did. Came with the third round. Nice. So I'm saying, okay, I can see how it's controversial now. Because it's 1-1 going into the third. So I can see why some people had Hitman, some people had Hustle. Okay, I see this, even though I haven't heard Hustle third yet. But I'm seeing how the first two going. And I just saw Hitman in the third. So I'm saying to myself, like, okay, I know Hustle ain't finna slack off. I know she ain't finna slack off. Hustle come in the third. And let me just say, Hustle won that battle. Hustle won that battle. I gave Hustle the third round by 2 points. Matter of fact, where my paper at? Let me get my scores. I gave Hustle the third round by 2 points. Let me make sure it's the right folder. No, it ain't in this folder. But yeah, I had her winning by 2 points. I know that. I remember that. Because see, I wasn't going to do this blog because the battle had already happened days ago. But since it was controversial, and I just got to doing them other blogs covering the daylight rum nitty, I figured, okay, I might as well do another one. You know what I mean? So, especially since I had been gone. That's why I ain't got my paper. But I remember what happened and went down because I watched it. You know what I mean? So I definitely got Hustle winning this battle. I gave Hustle first and third, Hitman second, but Hitman had a fire second, a fire third, but Hustle edged him in the third. So I got Hustle winning this battle. With that being said, it's your boy Battle Truth. It ain't my judgment, that's in question. It's yours. Hit the link, subscribe to Battle Truth. It ain't my judgment, that's in question. It's yours.
This up.
Bustin' no streets for you, so leave me waiting on you. Bustin' no streets for you, so leave me waiting on you. Bustin' no streets for you.